Welcome to the social media audit, everybody's worst nightmare. But don't worry, you're fine, you're safe. It's just you doing this. No one's gonna see. I'm gonna see. No one's gonna see. After the brand new segment, just like I kind of wrapped up with, we're gonna take all your value sets, all the things you say you want to be, all your aspirations, and we're gonna look on the Google and on the social media pages to see if the things that you hold most dear are actually expressed and shown to the world you're trying to influence. It's a trap. It's 100% a trap. I know it's not there. You know it's not there, but we just gotta start. And on the way, as we kind of show all this stuff off, I'm gonna give you little tips, little tricks, little things to do to improve the look and feel, to elevate the game. But the whole intent, underneath all the nice pictures and the nice banners and the graphics and all that stuff, the intent is are people getting to know the real you when they see you on social media. Okay, gotta start with the Google. You gotta Google yourself. And I'm gonna give you the first pro tip. Open up incognito mode and start there to Google yourself. Otherwise, if you're logged in at Gmail, if you're logged in, it's gonna influence what you see. In incognito mode, you're gonna see what the customer is gonna see, what the world's gonna see when they Google you. I went ahead and Googled myself. Yeah, I know, but look, just go with us. That's all I got. Can't Google you, I don't know who you are. Here's the start. So I have a website. It pulls up as the #1 thing. I use this website as a repository to share tips, tricks, videos, tutorials, how-tos, guides, tech needs, all the stuff that I get asked a million questions on a day. I store it there. You don't need one, but there's mine. But I want to first draw your attention to the thing you're seeing on the right. That is a Google business profile. You see that picture of me in the green and all this, the flex and the thing? That's my Google business profile. Every loan officer in America has to have a Google business profile. Why? Because Google's the #1 search engine in the world, and your customers are gonna be looking you up on the internet to figure out who you are and what you stand for, not just listening to what you say on the phone. Does that make sense? So you have to go in and create a Google business profile. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. Use Google. But here's some cool stuff on it. If you'll notice, you have the ability on your Google profile to store pictures. Now you can do pictures of your content, but you can also do testimonials from customers. You can snip testimonials and store them here. A great place to start building brand and consumer recognition right here on the first page. Second call out, reviews, Google reviews. This is a little on a rant, but just stay with me. Many of you are storing your customer reviews on a competitor's website. Dramatic pause. Are you out of your mind? What are you doing? You're storing your customer reviews on a competitor website whose whole purpose, if you listen to their earnings report, is to put you out of business. Stop taking crazy pills and start getting reviews on the #1 search engine in the world. Okay, moving on. Get a Google business page. The first thing you're gonna notice when you start looking at what you see for me is the power of social media and SEO putting Alec Hansen, this Alec Hansen, on the first page of Google. How many of you are seeing that you have somebody else with your name in the world? Highlander. There can only be one, and it needs to be you. You need to dominate the first page of Google. How do you do that? You get active. You get active on social media. You get active on these platforms. And look, #1 for me is LinkedIn. #2, X, formerly known as Twitter. #3, videos. Google owns YouTube. So they're gonna show videos in their search. Meaning if you're putting videos out, in my situation, you can see I have 3 podcasts I was a guest on, that's a whole different strategy. But you can see they're pulling up on the first page of Google, showing who I am and what I do and what I believe in. If you're watching this, if you're a consumer Googling Alec right now, you're like, gosh, this guy looks like he pretends like he knows what he's talking about all the time. Yes, because I have social proof. Third thing down the line, Instagram, another social platform. Because I'm heavily active on Instagram, it shows off who I am and gives people access, if they want, to come in and get a deeper view of who I am. Images pull up next, YouTube pulls up next, Facebook pulls up next, and then I've got some articles and things I posted on Forbes, and then Loan Depot starts coming up. That's all the first page. You have to dominate the first page of Google. The first part of your social media audit is write down, how do I dominate the first page of Google? And I just told you, get active on the platforms, get active making content, and you will push down the competition and take over the first page. That's lesson #1. Let's step into the rest of the social platforms. I'm gonna go one by one through these things and just give you a full masterclass on what you need to be looking for. First one up, Facebook. Notice, not a business page. I'm not gonna get into it on this. I've did it on the brand new episodes. You can watch it, you can call me, and I'll rant for you on why you should have a business page, but why it should not be your priority. People connect with people, they don't connect with your business page. So make a great personal profile. Pause. we got to stop. I realized I got a little excited. We got to go back for a second. Social media are platforms designed for human connection. I didn't lay the groundwork for you, and I apologize. We're here now, though, so stay with me. Social media platforms are a tool for human connection. If you can't frame up and believe and understand and use these platforms like that, you're never going to reach the levels of success you're capable of. Let me say it again for you in the back. You've got to reframe how you view social media. They are not for cat memes and political rants or spying on your family. These are tools for human connection. And if you're here to grow your business and here to be serious about building a personal brand, take these platforms seriously and get in the game. If you don't use them that way today, there's no better time than now to rip the Band-Aid off and start. What's your purpose here? Trying to grow your business, build career, build connections? Use the tools that every other person in humanity is starting to use on a daily basis. Rant over, back to Facebook. Your personal page matters. And what starts on the very beginning of it is your profile pic. Please make a profile pic that's you, that's actually your face today, not from 1982. You know who I'm talking about. Get a relevant profile pic, and you're going to notice across all the platforms, my profile pic remains consistent. I might change the background a little bit, but it's me. It's me currently, in all my glory. This is what I got. I can't hide it. Put it out there. Make a great profile pic. Number 2, the banner. Your banner matters. People don't realize that a banner only cuts a part of the photo that you put up there on there. So you put up a great picture of your family as your banner, and you just see midriffs because you're not really seeing how the banner is going to cut in and change the photo. All these little mistakes are hurting your brand image because it shows you're not taking the time and attention to be detail-oriented and deliver it the right way. So make a banner that shows off who you are and what you're about. This is the first place for your personality to crack open and show through. Let a little of yourself out. Let a little of your personal preferences out. Showcase a little bit of humanity, please, on your banner. Let's dive through. Your intro. Most people's intro sucks. Share something that's relevant about who you are and what you do. Don't have to copy mine. You can. Use emojis, don't use emojis, I don't care. But talk about who you are and what you do and what's important to you in your intro. Then, where do you work? Do you work at Loan Depot or do you work at your business page? All of you need to say you work at your business page. If you say I work at your company and then you click through to the company, people leave. They go to your company. But you also need to show the other areas of yourself. Now, do you have to show where you live and who you're married to? No, you can pick where you kind of want to draw the line. But people connect with people they like, know, and trust. So guess what? Where you went to school? Yeah, that could matter. If they went to school there, if they liked that college, instant human connection. So share some of that stuff. Don't be afraid. Put all your links in. Link to your other social platforms. Link to Instagram, link to X, link to your website, link to YouTube, link to LinkedIn. All that should be shown right here. I'm still on the left side, so stay with me. You have a chance to show off featured pictures. Right here where it says Edit Featured, you can pick the featured photos you want to show up right here to showcase who you are. So it doesn't show the picture of you drinking at the lake. It could show a picture of you with your family, you working out, whatever your personal preferences are, and you get to have that curated on the front page. The last thing I want to show you that I think is arguably one of the easiest things to do and most important things to do is have a pinned post. So if someone's coming to your Facebook page for the first time, you can pin a post. Look, my brother Mino tagged me in a post right here, but right here on the 3 dots, we're getting tactical, stay with me, I can click and I can click pin post. If I do that, it's going to put this post forever on the top of my Facebook page. So anybody that's visiting this, anybody that clicked through from Google, anyone's curious who I am, is going to be able to see what I want them to see as my first post. So for you, it could be an About You video. It could be a piece of content you're really proud of that shows some of your professionalism and expertise and your personality. But make sure that you pin a post up there that you're proud of, and it's going to showcase who you are to the people coming and visiting your site. The last thing on Facebook is, are you active? The worst thing you can do on a social platform is to have it up and be inactive. It's not going to help you appear on the first page of Google, and people that look at it are going to feel maybe like you're just kind of a slacker. That's an impression. People are making micro impressions of who you are right now by looking at all the stuff you're showing them. So are you active or are you not? It's almost better to have no Facebook profile than to have one that's dead for years. Let's dive to LinkedIn. One of my favorite platforms and one that is slept on by almost everybody in sales and business development, entrepreneurs. They're sleeping on this platform. Don't sleep on it. Get engaged. First, let's cover the basics. Same thing. Profile pic. Got it. Banner. Got it. Intro. This is where I get a little bit on a rant again. Please don't write your intro in third person. No one talks about themselves in third person. Why are you doing it? You wrote your intro. We all know you wrote your intro. Your customers know you wrote your intro. Why is it in third person? Just write it in first person. Hey, thanks for visiting my profile. I'm Alec. And then just share about yourself and what's going on. My favorite thing on LinkedIn is I actually put in here a little trap for people. I say, if you're going to connect with me, please don't send me a spammy DM in the first 5 seconds. And guess what happens? I get people that say in their spammy DM, hey, I know you told me not to write a spammy DM, but here's mine. You win. I like you. I will read your spammy DM. But if you don't put that in there, I know you don't care and I'm over you. Write it in first person. Same principles though as in Facebook. You have a featured area right here where you can choose and curate what you want to show people who are coming to your site for the first time. Then you have your activity. Don't have a dead platform. Be active. But this is one of the segment that's most slept on LinkedIn. Your experience. Do you know that you can actually write about your experience here and what you do and how you manage your business and who you are? In fact, you can put videos in to showcase who you are and what you do at the different places of your career. Showcase all of it because these are spots for human connection. Share about who you are and what you've done in the past and where you went to school and all that fun stuff because that's a place for real human connection. Does your LinkedIn brand represent who you really are? Instagram, baby. Same principles. Headshot, bio, a place for a link. We're going to come back to that in a second. Pinned posts. You can pin 3 posts on Instagram. Those are the things you most want to show people when they come to your Instagram. And then you can see how active you are. And you've got these fun little bubbles up here where you can put different topics. So one could be for first-time home buyers. One could be for people buying investment properties. On and on and on. You can have these little bubbles that can give people snippets into topics that I find very powerful and useful. But apart from the stuff we're already talking about, this is a chance to introduce Linktree. Now, there are other brands besides Linktree. All Linktree is, for those of you who never heard of this type of platform, is basically a glorified landing page with links to other stuff. I think this is a great tool for most professionals because you can deliver your brand and your connections and your entire social ecosystem to an individual in one link. I recommend Linktree. Play with it. There's a ton of options, but you should have one because it gives people access to different parts of who you are online from one place, and it's very useful across all your social media platforms. RIP TikTok. Can we just have a moment? Let's just bow our heads. But I want to use this time to talk about TikTok, its potentially going away, and all this stuff. Social media platforms are going to change, but they're not going to go away. This is a human part of our existence now in society. Hate it, love it, don't care. It is what it is, which means you've got to figure out how to play. If and when TikTok ever goes away, the question you should be asking is, where's everybody going to go? And I'll tell you where. Somewhere. Genius. Unbelievable genius coming out. But I'm not wrong. Are they going to go to this weird Chinese Red Note app? Are they going to go to Instagram? Are they going to where are they going to go? Are they going to go to the new hot thing that comes out in the next 90 days? They're going to go somewhere. And my point for you is just be aware. Pay attention. The game hasn't changed. Where we play the game has changed. Let me explain what that means for a second as we're in the social media section here. Humans like to connect. It's in our DNA. We're pack animals. We're community animals. We thrive on it. We need it. Social media gave us a way to do that digitally that for some has replaced physical, but for some has complemented how we interact with society at large. So if and when TikTok disappears, another place will fill its place. And humans will do the same thing they're doing now over there. You, as somebody who wants to build community, build business, build connection, build brand, better pay attention and dive in head first wherever the people end up going to hang out next. I want to end on YouTube. It's a weird social media platform. I consider it social media, but it's odd. Not the same, but it's very, very powerful. Now, apart from the banner and the bio and all the things we've covered before, the headshot, all the stuff that we've already talked about, the pinned post, which you can see right here, which I pinned What Does Marketing Do? By the way, watch that video. It's my best video. Anyway, besides the ability to curate what shows up on YouTube, we just have to talk about the strategy. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. You have to have a strategy for it. You have to play here. First of all, Google owns it and it's showing up on Google. Second of all, there's 1 billion hours of video watched every single day. People are searching for mortgage advice and real estate advice on YouTube or on Google and being pointed to YouTube. You have to play. For example, many of you wrote down that you want to be known as an educator. How did I know? I'm just that smart. You wrote down that you want to be known for your expertise, for your professionalism, for your ability to educate people on the mortgage process to help them make the best decision. Okay, show me. Show me on YouTube where you're educating clients on how to get a mortgage in the most strategic way. Show me. I'll wait. You're not. Now, if you are and you're like, Alec, I am. Most of us are not. So get in the game. I'm going to give you one strategy. We're going to do a little tangent, but we're here. We're going for it. 61 videos. That's the strategy. That's the goal. Clip this, because the whole thing I'm going to put out is a YouTube strategy. 61 videos. Here they are. You're going to come up with 6 categories. First-time home buyers, second home buyers, vacation homes, investment property buyers, FHA buyers, VA buyers, and then pick one. Renovation lending, reverse lending, non-QM, bank statement lending. Pick one you like. There's 6 topics right there. I'm going to pick Reno because I love it. You're going to make 10 videos in each of these 6 topics. So for first-time home buyer, you're going to make 10 videos on what people need to do to prepare to be a first-time home buyer. Talk about credit, talk about down payment, talk about appraisal versus inspection, talk about APR versus interest rate, talk about how to pick a realtor. There's 10 topics that you can come up with right now. If you can't do it, call me and I will slap you, not with love, and I will give you 10 topics. This is not hard. Film 1-minute videos on all 10, drop them in a playlist. That's first-time home buyer. Great, we're gonna go to second home, buying a vacation home. Same thing, 10 videos. Down payment needed, credit needed. The same questions that you just answered for first-time home buyers, you're gonna answer for second home, and you're gonna fill up the 10 videos. You're gonna do the same thing for investment properties, same thing for FHA, same thing for VA, same thing for Reno. Those are 60 videos that you don't need me to script for you. Use ChatGPT, you know the answer. You know how to talk to somebody about what kind of down payment they need if they're a first-time home buyer. You know this stuff. Stop making excuses, play like a champion. And the 61st video is going to be the About You video that you pin on the top of your YouTube channel where you say something like, hey, thanks everybody for visiting my YouTube channel. My name's Alec Hansen. I've been a lender in Orange County for 22 years. I found there's a lot of misinformation on the internet today when people are looking to buy or finance a home. I'm here to break some of those myths down and help you make the best decision for you and your family. Check the videos out below, but always feel free to direct message me if I can ever help you personally. That's it. You're welcome. That's the whole thing. Not hard. You got this. Get into YouTube, build a platform, showcase who you are, and play to win. You with me? All right, let's wrap up the social media game. Great banners, great headshot, great bios. All that stuff is entry-level crap to the game. It gets you in. That's how you start. But where you finish is with your content strategy. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna do an entire section on what to say and how to say it. I got you. But make sure that the first impression that people get of you starts showcasing your expertise, your professionalism, your personality, and starts building those blocks of human connection. That's what the audit's all about. You get to choose what you show people when they look for you. And that is a superpower. Take advantage of the fact that you get to show people who you are and play at the top of your game. All right, buckle up. We're just getting started. Now that we're ready to launch and you know how to start positioning your social media to win, we're gonna dive into a segment I call C Cubed, or Content Creation Craziness, where I'm literally gonna remove the excuses you have on what to post and how to say it. We're gonna break down those barriers, we're gonna equip you for life, and we're gonna give you a plan of action that you can use forever to come up with content and a framework for how to say it and deliver it on social platforms. Let's go. Kapow!